Testing, testing. All right, y'all almost scared me right there. What it do? What's going on, y'all? I want to give a shout out to Janesta, the home girl from the 313 Big Sis. I appreciate everything, as far as you supporting this channel or whatnot. Man, we got a lot going on today, y'all. I got a lot of footage for y'all. There's some things that's, transpiring in America. I don't know if, people like really paying attention to it or even care about it. But, we talk about different things here at Ghetto Talk. We just don't stay on one subject or whatnot. This is some things that, need to be talked about. I know some people like to swear away from things as far as, political things, war, which I don't understand in itself or whatnot. Why would somebody just disregard what's going on overseas, even in America, right? It's getting hot around here, You got people saying one thing, you got people saying this, saying that, and how we know what the truth is? As far as what these people saying. You got Trump, your president, not mine. You got him basically saying that, people gonna die. We at war, so people gonna die. Soldiers gonna die. And my question is, for what? For what? I mean, and y'all can, chime in at any time, to help me understand why we going to war. Or let me rephrase that. Why America's going to war. Because I don't have shit to do with none of this stuff. I can't make no, I can't call no shots as far as, look, we don't want to go to war. We don't want to do this. We don't want to do that. But it's a crazy time we in right now. It seemed like back in 2000, I think, 2020, 2021, when that, COVID came out or whatever, things haven't went back to normal. And I've been saying it, like, we're not going to see normal again, It's just a lot of things that's happening right now, and I don't know if people was really paying attention. I don't know what's going on with this YouTube. But we're going to go through some videos because I got a lot of videos for y'all, so we can, like, see what's going on around the world. And also in, yeah, my bad on that. And also in America. And we're going to start with, this video. This is a brother, and when I seen this video, I kind of chuckled, like, he talking some sense. I wish a lot of my people would at least use common sense, because a lot of our people ain't using common sense. This ain't got nothing to do with us. But let's hear what my man got to say.
The situation with Iran and Israel is right now. Let me give y'all a fact about the man that they just eliminated in Iran. Back in 94, when he had all them hostages and he let the 13 black people go, he gave a message. And he said, why I released them? Because they already been oppressed in their own land and don't even know it. Ain't nowhere in the world I could go to war and I could go fight for this fucking racist ass country that ain't never did nothing great for my people. Fuck them. If they want to start all these wars, let them send their kids and their grandkids over there to fight. But if you look like me, it ain't no way that I'll be serving right now. They could give me a dishonorable discharge. I wouldn't give a fuck. Let that white man go fight his own battle. Bring your ass back over here so we can fight a battle right here at home. So when it come to us, for once in our life, we can stand up and we ain't got to keep putting up with these motherfuckers that's been colonizing us for the last 400 years. And everything that they done done, their ass is getting ready to get exposed. But guess what? Black people, we don't have to be a part of that shit. I'm telling y'all, they need us. Let them send their children frontline and go over there and fucking with them people. Do y'all notice how we got bases in everybody else's country, but don't nobody got a base in ours? And fuck America, fuck their power structure. All this shit is dirty from the motherfuckers from the top all the way trickling down to the bottom, man. You got so many people being exposed to them Epstein files right now. I could never go to war for a president like what we got.
Okay, he stumbled over his words at the end, but I do that sometimes, so you know I can't blame the brother. But I want to give a shout out to Smoke and Talk, my brother Severe. You know that's my brother from another mother. I really appreciate the super chat, man. Man, what we doing, G? What we doing? But I mean, I know a lot of people, don't like these subjects or whatnot. Or they don't like people talking like, the brother that was on just now. They don't like people talking that. Like, no, we don't want to hear that. America's the greatest country on the earth. It is. I agree. It's the greatest country on earth. But the leadership, the situation that we're in, we don't have no fight in this war, right? I don't know if y'all paid attention to what he was saying in the beginning when he said that back in, I think it was 1979, when Iran captured some Americans or whatever, I forgot how many it was, but they let 13 black people go. They let all the black people go. Because they told the world, let me rephrase that. They told the world that black people has been oppressed since they got to America. Right? And, oh my goodness. But black people has been oppressed since they got to America, right? Just like you said, we fighting just to have equal rights or whatnot, which we never had. And anybody believe that, you know what I'm saying, that's on y'all. Maybe y'all want to, do a little more research or just step outside, go to some of these sundown towns or whatnot, But the thing about it is that what do we have to do with this war? What do we have to do with this war? And I already heard that, it's already soldiers that lost their lives. And I know one for a fact was a black man, a young black man too at that. And then it blows my mind as far as why do our people go to the Army or to the Marines in the first place? Because of poverty. Right? They don't have no choice but to go. And get all these benefits and stuff like that. But let's rewind it right quick. This war right here that they started is different. This is something different. Plus, you got to understand, Iran, these people are known, 2,000 years ago. America only been established 249 years. Their birthday coming up in July. It'll be 250 years. Now, a country don't last nothing but about, I'm going to say an empire. An empire. Because we know America is the dominant, world empire right now. It's been like that for 250 years or whatnot. If you know history, these world empires, they only last 250 years. It's 250 years now. We at 249 with America, right? Hold on, let me see. Okay. Okay, I got a comment. I want to, kind of like maintain these comments or whatnot. All right, wow. Juicy MLP said that's why they went. That's why they went, to the army or whatever because of poverty. Right? And it's crazy, you know what I'm saying? I got a comment from, who was that? I don't know what the hell. What, Q's Town Shear? Money always, it's about money. Always about the bottom line. And it's about money, gold, oil, why they go over to these countries and take them over and steal their resources and whatnot. Africa, they stay over there. They still over there. Right? But getting back to the 250 years America been in power. Now, this dude, Eric Bennett, I guess he didn't got tired. He didn't got tired because he been going, he been going ham on the internet right now. But let's listen to Eric Bennett. I hope I'm saying it right, but y'all see who I'm talking about once he get up there. But let's listen to see what he got to talk about.
Can we all agree that after the last, 250 years of America being a country, that we don't need one more motherfucking old white man as a president? Actually, you know what? We don't need no more white men in government. I'm gonna catch hell for this. Y'all gonna call me racist, but fuck y'all. Fuck who say that. I'm not racist. I'm observant, and I'm a student of history. Y'all fuck shit up. Shit. Y'all are too easily bought by billionaires who apparently, for some ungodly reason, need to grape and torture and murder children. You got no problem covering that shit up, causing a war as a distraction, just as long as, y'all got your palms out. On the cheap, you do that shit on the cheap. Could you imagine if the pool of governing was more? I think we need more black women in government. Black women. Could you imagine? In the judicial, the legislative, the executive, more black women. None of this shit would have happened. None of this shit could have happened, right? Black women would have been like, oh, you did what to those babies? Oh, no. We not gonna have a hearing. The only hearing we gonna have is motherfuckers gonna hear you screaming because you got to die. You gotta die, motherfucker. Look, I don't know. Y'all gonna give me shit for this one. At least more black women, because black women will vote in your racist ass best interest. Talking to the racist motherfuckers out there. Black women vote in your interest, but you two shrouded in hate to see it. We would be in such a better position. Yeah, I know. I had the same shirt on for 3 days. I just had to do a run. Forgot to pack more shirts. So I don't stink though, and I did bring clean drawers, so I got that going for me. But yeah, it's a wrap. Y'all niggas, let black women take this shit for the next 10 years. We'll be straight.
Man, I want to zero in as far as the people that's running this country or whatnot. You start speaking on them and people get to calling you out, you racist and all that stuff, but come on, man, that shit is played out, man. It ain't about being racist. It's about truth. And it's about what the hell are we seeing, right? Let's talk about wars that these people started, over in Iraq. Saddam Hussein, they said he had weapons of mass destruction or whatnot. Then it came to find out that he didn't have no goddamn weapons of mass destruction. And I'm like, okay, so what's gonna happen now? Is anybody gonna do anything? No, nothing. Ain't nothing done. It's same shit, the same play. Just like they started this war in Iran or whatnot. People should already be like, oh hell no, y'all did that shit with Saddam Hussein. They did it with Gaddafi. Who else? I'm got a little brain fart or whatever, but y'all know the countries that they went into. They just went over in Venezuela for what? Oh, because they said that Venezuela was shipping drugs over here or whatnot. But at the end of the day, they ended up with Venezuela oil. Like, what the hell, man? Like, man, my 7-year-old daughter can understand what's going on as far as that's wrong. You can't just come in somebody's land and take their shit. And then, why are we going to war? Why are we going to war? Why? I got to rephrase myself again. Why they going to war? Why is they going to war? Because another country want them to go to war? Oh, because they don't want nobody to bring up the Epstein files. Is that the reason? Because a lot of stuff is coming out on these people. Like, we really got to, like, think about who we dealing with, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, people be looking at me like I'm crazy, or, oh, that dude, here he go, want to call me racist and all that. And I'm like, how the hell can I be racist? Me, little me. I can't do nothing. They can come kidnap my ass and throw my ass in jail. What? I'm no threat to nobody. Only if you come and trying to harm my family, then that's a whole different story right there. But let me look at some of these comments right quick before I get started, because y'all got your boy amped up. Y'all got your boy amped. All right. All right, Juicy. I'm just gonna say Juicy said more super mirrors. Because he's talking about the women and whatnot. Smoking talk. Yeah, crazy. It is crazy work, man, It's crazy, man. And then we got somebody, I never seen this person, Brian, and we still haven't found those weapons of mass destruction. Full of crap. Exactly, right. It's like, that's when I hear, a person of color say something and they siding with the government or America or whatnot, the president, I'll be like, God damn, they need to throw your ass in the goddamn mental institution. Because you got to be crazy if you don't see the shit that they doing and that they keep doing. They don't got to change their playbook. They can just keep throwing the same shit out there, and America and people who ally with America, they just gonna the same shit. They ain't gonna do nothing about it. But let's get to some video, because I don't want to be talking all like that. Let's just listen to some video, because this, just like I said, this is a different war that we dealing with. We're not dealing with where they can just go in Venezuela one day, take the president, kidnap him and his wife, and throw them in jail and take all their oil. You ain't dealing with nobody like that. We're dealing with somebody who's over in the Middle East, miles, thousands of miles away. You know what I'm saying? It's being said that America is running out of ammunition. Why they running out of ammunition? Because all they shit over here. Right? So they got to come back, reload, and then go back. You can't do that in the war. You can't. That's why these people talking about this war might go nuclear. But they finna start using goddamn bombs. Right? And what fight do we have in that? What can we do? How can we save ourselves? if these people just start pushing buttons and shit, right? Like, this is a serious topic, you know. And then it was even said that Trump was asked a question, are you worried about America's, you know, being harmed on American land or whatnot? And he was like, I said, you know, people was gonna get killed. I'm like, what? This dude crazy as hell, man. Like, I hope y'all watching what's going on, man. I hope y'all paying attention to what's going on, because it's a lot going on, and you know, a lot of people not even paying attention, or they don't even care. You got people going overseas, you know, that been over there, and then they woke up to a war. And guess what? They couldn't even get back to the USA because they shut down all the airspace over there. So they stranded over in Dubai, all these other countries that they go and you know, vacation and all that shit. They stuck now. And ain't no way for them to get back. And listen, I've been over in Africa. And, you know, it wasn't like I was stranded or anything like that, but just being away from your home and you know, it's like, I can't just go pick up and just go right now. You got to, you know, prepare and you know, get, visas, make sure your visas are straight, your passport pictures and all that shit. You got to go through some things to you know, go from country to country. You just can't just get up and go like that. But let's listen to somebody. I think they got stuck over there. Let's just look at it. I'll be right back, y'all.
We're celebrating my boyfriend's 27th birthday. He was turning 27 on the 27th, and this is always somewhere he wanted to come. While we were out, we started seeing missiles in the sky and started hearing explosions. Emergency alert was saying, get away from windows, get away from glass, don't be outside. Missiles are kind of in the vicinity.
This photo, taken Sunday night, they were told they had to sleep in a parking garage.
We are currently living in a time right now where people are so oblivious to what the fuck is going on an international level, to the point where they trade in truth and knowledge and awareness for temporary fun. That is basically equated to walking into a battlefield blindfolded. This is not the time to be taking trips, going on vacations, none of that, because we're basically at the beginning points of war. So with that being said, read the room, because there's a psychological operation that's in the process. Donald Trump is the 9/11 president. So that means that there's going to be a 9/11 event that's going to be happening on his watch. Pay attention to everything around you.
This brother ain't lying. Like, we're in a time where we got to pay attention. We got to, you know, keep our head on the swivel or whatnot. You know, watch these crowded areas or whatever, you know, these large crowds and stuff like that. Like, it's a lot that's going on that they're not telling the American people. And it's a lot of lying that they're doing too. You got to understand who control the media, right? Like, if these people don't want you to know something, you're not going to know it. You know how they shadow ban people, you know, I feel like they shadow ban, you know, 80% of the black people that's on YouTube. These people control every goddamn thing. To having us believing that that's the bad guy. When in actuality, they the goddamn bad guy. You know what I'm saying? It took me a long time to like realize this. Like, wait a minute. I know this is the greatest, you know, place on the earth or whatever right now, but these motherfuckers is crazy. These people is batshit crazy, right? But let's get into some more videos. I mean, it's oh my goodness, it's crazy though. But this is a guy, and he explaining which I already heard Trump say what he was, the same thing he was saying or whatever. So, you know, it came out of Trump's mouth, but he just really, re-saying what Trump said about people in America or whatnot, and the war coming over here. So I'll be right back, y'all.
I feel like we should all be worried right now about the conflict that's going on in Iran and how it can ultimately end up happening in the U.S. and what that would mean for us. Because what this man said is crazy, fool. Reporter asked Trump, should the U.S. citizens be worried about Iran retaliating on U.S. soil? And this man said, I guess. Then this man started saying, we think about it all the time. We plan for it. And then the next part he said is what got everybody like, what? This man said, like I said, some people will die. When you go to war, some people will die. You got some people being split on this. They like, well, that's the consequence of war. But you didn't get the question. She said on U.S. soil. And he said, I guess. And some people will die. So, you're already planning for maybe possibly them being on U.S. soil, dropping bombs, or etc. But y'all can go ahead and joke and be like, oh, we don't got to worry about nothing. That's going to be the people that go first. That feel like a warning, bruh. So I just want to let everybody know, just prepare. Expect the unexpected.
And, you know, I've been talking about this, you know. I haven't been talking about this Iran and America on Ghetto Talk, but I got another channel. It's called The Old Family, where I talk about truth, you know. I talk about prophecy, stuff like that. You know, I know a lot of people might not, you know, indulge into the scriptures, the Bible, whatever, but I'm in it, man. And I'm going to tell you like this, man, the Bible true. I've been talking about Iran and America for about 10 years now. 10 years. I've been talking about this situation right here because it's prophesied in the Bible that America gonna lose this one. They're gonna lose this one. You know, and I know people probably like, oh no, ain't nobody can't touch America. We too bad for that and all that stuff. But you got to understand, it's the first time for everything, right? It's the first time for everything. When did when did a empire last over 250 years? And I'll wait on that. When? But I do want to read this comment. Brother Severe said, you know, Trump talks all nonchalantly. He doesn't care about anything. No, he don't. He don't. Hell no. You know, and then for the people that voted for Trump, that voted him in or whatever, which I don't believe that. You know, they gonna pick who they want. It's not a election, it's a selection. They're gonna select who they want to select. If you ain't with the agenda that they with, then you're not gonna get in there, right? That's why. Say for instance, Barack Obama, he was with the agenda or whatnot, you know, because I know a lot of people. I know a lot of our people like to put him on a pedestal or whatnot, but I can't do it. I can't, you know, not with the moral compass that I have. I cannot do it. You know what I'm saying? Because what did he do for black people? What did he give us? Oh, yeah, he did. He gave us man on man and woman on woman marriage or whatever, you know. And that's I can't get with that. You know what I'm saying? I believe in man and woman and whatnot. They go together, but not that other crap, you know. It goes against nature. It goes against the Bible, you know. It ain't right. It's not right. And I'm not judging nobody, but if I see somebody doing something wrong, I'm gonna try to tell you, look, hey man, that's wrong. And try to give them a reason and understanding why it's wrong. Other than that, keep doing what you're doing. I don't care. I'm not gonna hate you or nothing like that, but just stay over there with that shit. You know, we don't fuck around. Right? But again, I've been talking about this for 10 years now. You know, my wife, you know what? If anybody want me to prove that, I can prove it. You know, as far as going to my other channel. Matter of fact, I can send you a link and we can watch it together. And I can show you the dates that I made these videos talking about this exact same thing. Talking about the exact same thing. Because Iran and them, they not saying that, oh, we want ceasefire and all that stuff. They not talking about ceasefire. They like, come on, come get it. And the proof, let's go to the next video. Let's go to the next video, y'all. What video is that? Okay, they said, all right, here we go. So I'll be right back, y'all.
Ask yourself why major political pundits in the US are deleting all of these interview videos. Maybe Iran is saying something they don't want all of us to hear?
Iran.
Shut up. Let's start with the fact that they said they want no ceasefire. The US has failed its operation to, complete all the stuff within 4 days as it's day 6. And also, they are ready for the ground invasion, they say. Also, they're working with Russia and China. Maybe they have something up their sleeve?
President Trump has not ruled out boots on the ground in Iran. Are you afraid of a U.S. invasion in your country?
No, we are waiting for them.
You are waiting for the U.S. military to invade, the ground troops?
Yes, because we are confident that we can confront them, and that would be a big disaster for them.
From every aspect, it looks like they're trying to bring about the holy war, they call it. We'll get into this later. Here's them saying no ceasefire.
Right now you're saying Iran does not want a ceasefire.
We are not asking for a ceasefire. And we don't see any reason why we should negotiate with the US when we negotiated with them twice, and every time they attacked us at the middle of negotiations.
Pretty insane. Meanwhile, the president's saying he has to have a choice with the new leader of Iran. I thought this wasn't regime change. Further, they offered to stop enriching and doing all that stuff. It was covered by all political pundits all over Twitter and even mainstream media. Then we attacked last second. Again, why did all these accounts delete these videos from their Twitter? Now they're saying they didn't attack any of their neighbors besides US bases. You would say, why should I even listen to Iran? Is the US much better? I don't believe neither of them. But if you only listen to one side and refuse to hear the other out, then you're just ignorant, having the information available and not wanting it.
Well, I think, now 6 days after the war, it is clear that the US has failed to achieve its main goal, which was a clean, rapid victory. They failed to achieve that, and now they are trying to justify why they did attack us. And they have, presented so many different reasons, but none of them worked. And now they are talking about, Plan B.
We have caught Pete Hegseth lying. We've caught Marco Rubio lying. And right here he says the U.S. is guilty of a war crime, attacking a ship with no weapons. Things are not as they appear. Just wait until I show you later what I have to show you. Let me know what you think below.
Right there. You hear the dude, he was like, we waiting on him. We waiting on him. We don't want no ceasefire. We tried to negotiate with these people before, which was in the Obama administration or whatnot, and they had a deal going. And what did Trump do when he came in? He tore the deal up. Oh, we could have got a better deal, and that was the best deal that they had coming from Iran. So Iran, they not finna negotiate with these dudes. Like, come on, Iran did they fucking homework for 30 years. They know what these people gonna do. They know what they did to us. They know their history. Right? It seemed like America don't know Iran history. Iran was called the Persians. The Persian Medes that took over Babylon. That conquered Babylon, and what they do? They let God's people go. But that's a little bit, too deep for people or whatnot. Again, I'm not just on, this internet just entertaining people on some goofy or whatever. I know a lot about what's going on in this world. A wise man traveled. I didn't travel or whatnot. I know some things. I know how people, how countries are being ran and all that stuff. You have to go over to see exactly what's going on other than the media, America media, to tell you what's going on in that country. I've seen it before. But these people ain't playing. America took out their leader. And from my understanding, like, he wanted to go. And you got to think about it. This leader, he's like 80 something or whatever. And they was always talking about, they want to take his life. And when they was doing the bombing, he was at home with his family. They killed a lot of the people that was with him, Look, this is something different. Seriously though. But let's look at this other video. And I hope I got the right video. Okay, yeah. Okay, this is the right one right here. Then I'm going to play another one after this one. But let's get to this video and we're going to come back.
Major breaking news this morning. The son of Khamenei, the Grand Ayatollah who was assassinated in day one of this war with Iran, has been selected as the next Grand Ayatollah of Iran. This breaks from tradition. They did not usually like to have a father-son hand-down of power, and he is the hand-selected replacement for his father by the IRGC, that is the Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps, a hardcore, hard-line group inside the power structure of Iran. Mujtaba, this guy right here, is not like his father, despite Israeli media. And if you are watching Fox News, ABC, NBC, CNN, CBS, yes, you are watching Israeli media. Despite Israeli media saying that his father was a hardliner, he was not. In fact, his father was a pragmatist. His father was very lenient in his rulings. This guy is not. He is considered a 10 out of 10 on the hard line, which means two things. One is that the IRGC believes that they can defeat the United States and Israel in this war, and they are willing to fight it out a bloody long time. And number two, that they have consolidated power, which now means that the democratically elected part of Iran's government, like the president, etc., are now no longer in favor. They will no longer have a major say in Iran. Now Mujtaba is the guy. And of course, he has a target on his back. And unlike his father, the IRGC is not going to allow this one to be assassinated. Guaranteed, he is going to be tucked away in a bunker somewhere. His location is going to be kept an absolute secret. But this is very bad for the United States, for Israel, and the Middle East, because there will be no surrender with Mujtaba, according to all of the experts. Guys, make sure you hit that follow button and stay up to date.
Right there. Now, this is Iran leader, the one who got killed. This is his son right here taking over. He's taking power now. And he's not like his father. He's not like his father. His father was a little bit more patient, as far as with the threats and all that stuff with America and Israel. And, he was a little bit more patient. But this guy here, and let's go back. Let's go back. If you can remember in '79, the Ayatollah. I hope I'm saying it right. I can butcher some words up, y'all. But this guy, he was on some tough shit too. The father, he was a bad man. He didn't bow down and none of that stuff, you know. But his son is on some straight gangster shit. Let's just put it like that. He ain't having it, right? This is something different. This ain't, you know what I'm saying? One of those things where America going into Venezuela and all that stuff, Iraq and Libya and all that, you know, this different. And then, not only that, Iran got allies. Russia, China, North Korea. You know, you got all these big players or whatnot. And a lot of people like to say, oh, we'll tear Iran up and this and that, but you're going to have to deal with Russia, China, and North Korea. It's just not Iran that you're dealing with. Iran is getting intel from China. Iran is getting weapons from Russia. This is something different. Right? Let's look at something else right quick. Hold on though. Let me get this comment right here because I really don't understand this comment. But Aunt Kelly said, God bless this mess. Which I don't know what, you know, I don't understand what this message is, but all I can say is this is God's will. It's in the Bible. This is his will. And we will see at the end who gonna prevail. Because it's not gonna be who a lot of people think it is. America time is ran out. It's ran out, right? But let's look at this video here. I think this is the right one. Let's go here. This is the dude, you know, I listen to a lot, Scott Ritter. He's an ex-U.S. Marine Corps intel officer. So he know what's going on. So let's listen to him and I'll be right back.
Again, I don't want any Americans hurt, although they probably will be. But this is necessary for the cleansing of the American cancer from the Middle East. America is a cancer in the Middle East. We bring nothing good to the Middle East. Everything we touch dies. We are horrible. We need to be thrown out of the Middle East. And we have created the conditions which Iran is going to seek to accomplish that. There's a reason why they bomb these Arab nations, and that's because they've told them you must cleanse yourself of the American presence or we will continue to attack you as a part of the problem, not part of the solution. And now in Iraq, I think you're going to see a cleansing of the American presence.
Guys, I'm going to play you a video. Listen to the video.
Wait a minute. Y'all, my bad on that. I got a little messed up on my production and whatnot. It can get crazy in here sometimes. Y'all got to bear with me. But this man is basically saying that, you know, the United States of America being over in the Middle East is a cancer. A lot of people died. You know, you got to think about it too. I don't know if y'all familiar or y'all remember when they took out one of their favorite generals, Soleimani. They took him out. And he was you know, loved all across the Middle East. They took out scientists. They took out other generals and whatnot. Like these people are they fed up. They do not care about dying or none of that stuff. You know, we got to realize who we dealing with here. These type of people strap a goddamn bomb to they self and go into a crowd and blow the whole blow everybody up. Right? I mean, we didn't seen it. We didn't heard it. You know, I've seen it on social media myself. Was dude just strapped the goddamn bomb to himself and blew every goddamn body up. All kind of shit was flying around, legs and arms and all. I'm like, God damn, they don't care. Because I'm not strapping shit to my body and blowing nobody up. Not let alone myself. We dealing with something different. I'm telling you, y'all, we dealing with something different. But it's a video that I was trying to get to that I really want to zero in. Let me see. Is this? This might be the one. This might be the video. So I'm going to play this video now. I'll be right back.
Does he not? Ali Khamenei, Iran.
All right, now you see what he was talking about as far as with the leader of Iran and how basically like he knew he was going to die. And they call it martyrdom. Well, they willing to die for this shit. Right? I don't think Americans are ready to die for this shit. To die for what? Oh, we about to go over here and take this country over or whatnot? This is what Americans are dying for. These people are dying for protecting they land, their morals and all that stuff. And what America dying for? Man, it's crazy. You know, the brother Smoker Talk Severe, you know, he said this is crazy work. This is crazy work right here because it's something different. It's different this time, right? I got another video. Let's see. Is it this one? Oh yeah, it's this one right here. Okay, this video was talking about. Well, let's just look at the video and we'll talk about it when we get back. I'll be right back.
Guys, I'm going to play you a video. Listen to the video so that you know that I am not the only person who has realized that the Western media is doing propaganda against Iran. They are not telling you the truth. They are not telling you the truth. They are not telling you what is happening in Israel, Tel Aviv. They are not telling you. Pay attention and listen to him. Listen to him.
Israel is taking a bloody good hiding. But you don't know it. You don't know it for two reasons. First of all, anybody releasing a picture or video of the damage in Tel Aviv is immediately sentenced to 5 years in prison. And secondly, because the mass media, CNN, BBC, Sky News, have accepted Israeli censorship and are therefore not broadcasting the footage that they have taken over a Tel Aviv that now looks like Gaza. How do I know that? Because I've got friends in Tel Aviv. Sheinkin Street, Tel Aviv. Near Dizengoff Square, Tel Aviv. And they've been walking around and it's they who tell me from their own mouth that Tel Aviv now looks like Gaza. How could it not? Because the air defenses over Tel Aviv are no longer operational. The Iranians are hitting at will with the most powerful ballistic missiles. 50 ballistic missiles hit Tel Aviv last evening alone. They're also lying to you about the number of American casualties. How can all these CIA bases, all these American embassies, all these foreign bases of the United States, how can they all have been hit and destroyed with only 4 dead Americans? I'm going to take a flyer, and it's this. There are approaching 1,000 dead Americans, and they can't be hidden forever.
Wow. And this is what I'm talking about as far as the propaganda or whatnot. And, you know, them controlling the media and putting out what they want to put out. You know, I've been hearing a lot of people saying that it's more than, you know, 6 Americans that's been, you know, unalived or whatnot. This man just said 1,000. I've been hearing 560. But all these bases or whatnot being hit by, you know, they destroyed them. Where are the soldiers that's in those bases? You got to call bullshit. Because if the real numbers come out, you know, and they get back to the American people, then we might have another situation as far as people going out protesting and everything about this war. See, it's a lot of stuff going on, you know, like we really need to be paying attention to. You know, that's what I said. I do the other stuff, the cheating, the wife cheating and all that shit, and what this person doing and what that person doing, but we really need to be paying attention to this situation at hand. Right? You know, like we need to be getting prepared or whatnot. Because you got hackers, you got EMPs. I hope I'm saying, what is it? Electric magnetic pulse? Where shit, all electric can get cut off. You got a lot of stuff that we got to worry about, right? You know, like we should be like probably starting a supply of food, you know, non-perishable food or whatnot. I mean, it's a lot going on right now. It's a lot going on. But I want to leave y'all with something. I want y'all to watch this, and we're going to come on right back.
I don't like it here anymore. I don't want to be here. Can somebody please help me get out of here? I don't like this place anymore. It's not fun anymore. It's not even interesting anymore. It's a pain in my fucking ass! I hate being here. Somebody help me get out of here.
Oh, man. Hey, y'all. It's been good. I'll be here next week, Friday. If don't nothing happen, you know, ain't no telling what's gonna happen, you know, as far as what's going on. But I want y'all to really like pay attention to what's going on and keep y'all head on the swivel or whatnot. You know, this is something that we should be talking about. You know, we got time for the other bull crap, the other entertainment and all that shit. That shit gonna always be there, you know. So I'm gonna go on and get up out of here. You know, I appreciate the love or whatnot. I appreciate y'all stopping in on this live. And I want to give a shout out to Smoke and Talk, my brother Severe. I also want to give a shout out to Janesta, my sister from the West Side. I think she's West Side. Come on now. Yeah, West Side. But I appreciate y'all stopping through. Shout out to everybody, you know, that was in the chat or whatnot. I appreciate that. Again, I can, you know, like, I can give feedback as far from, you know, people engaging into the chat or whatnot. You know, it makes the show a little bit go smoother, and, you know, it takes the what? I don't want to say shyness or whatever, because I lost the shyness, but it just makes everything, you know, run a little bit smooth. But again, I appreciate y'all. This your man. Y'all already know what it is. To the next live, it's Ghetto Talk. Up out of here. Peace.